Magandang umaga po mga kabakbakan. Handito po tayo ngayon sa Haskell, Oklahoma. Pinasyalan po natin ang isang sikat na breeder dito sa Oklahoma at katabi ko po ngayon ay walang iba kundi ang ating featured breeder na si David Graves, also known as Rat Graves.
Nickname.
Yeah. How did you get that nickname?
A nickname, whenever everybody in Oklahoma gets a nickname when they're little. I lived on a river, and I used to go down and fish on the river and everything, and I was put in a newspaper one time, and they said he looks like a little river rat, always down there fishing and killing fish and stuff, and it's just been a name that's hung to me ever since.
So you're Rat Graves.
Rat Graves, yeah.
The famous Rat Graves.
In the chicken world.
And the name of your farm is Hatch Village.
Hatch Village Farm, because when I first started out, that's all I had was hatches, was leapers and like McLean's, and I raised them for 7 or 8 years, and then I come cock of the year. I won cock of the year like 16 times.
Wow.
And then
16 times Cocker of the Year.
cock of the year, Kellyville, Mid-America, all up 7 or 8 different pits in Oklahoma. And I still hold the record for the most wins in one day. It was 20 straight. I fought a 5 cock and had 4 shows and won 5 straight in all 4 shows.
Wow.
And
That's amazing. 20 out of 20.
And then I started breeding some white-legged, yellow-legged chickens, experimenting with them, raised a lot of hatch kelsos, and then I've got the grays. That's all of my lines right there. I've got the leapers, the McLeans, and the pennies on the hatches. Then I've got the green-legged grays. Then I've got the Cardinal Club kelsos and the white-legged A-Bear kelsos. That's what I've raised for 30, 35 years.
I saw your setup. The layout, it's great.
Thank you.
So you have them in
All in
different spots, and they were in line.
All in rows, all
in
McLeans
rows.
in 1 rows, all leapers in 1 rows, all
the
pennies,
grays
all
are
the
in 1
grays,
row.
and all the kelsos for the very easy to select out. They all look the same.
Very orderly and systematic.
Yeah, we work hard here on our farm every day, 7 days a week,
Okay.
and
So,
but I enjoy it. I love it.
who is helping you? Your son.
My son Keith, and he goes to college 2 days a week, but he works with me all the rest of the days.
And I met one of the guys that used to fight in the Philippines.
Wayne Stroball from California. He's here. He's picking up 150 roosters to take to Mexico.
Wow. That's a lot, huh?
And we're going to Mexico next week out there to the Mexican-American Derby. They're having a tribute for me. That's my tribute
Your trip.
at Leon.
Wow.
And then we'll stay out there for 4 days and come back and start gathering up stags again.
Okay. When you started breeding the light fowl, did your average improve or it's the same?
I bred them different for different weapons, because a lot of the hatches straight, and the leapers and McLeans and pennies, what I won a lot of these trophies with. In my early days, I fought them all in the gaff, and then I started breeding the white-legged and yellow-leggeds into them, and it just made them not fight no faster or break no better, just made them just not get cut near quite as bad, because the hatches feed in more. They win just as many fights, but they'll get cut a little bit more winning sometimes. And
Because they get in there.
just keep killing like that. And so I put the white and yellow-legged blood in and the grays are about like the leapers and the McLeans. Power, break good, cut good, and real game.
But with the light fowl, they get out of the way.
Out of the way just a little bit more, just enough hesitant to let a rooster die and still go in and kill him again and again, and then I wind up getting cut in the leg or something like that. That's the difference in what I think in them. And
For them to win in the knife.
in the
They
knife,
have to
and
be smart.
get more fights out of them in a knife, And I've just bred them back and forth for all these years, and had very good success with them.
Okay.
Really love them.
Okay, you sold a lot of chicken for breeding in Mexico and in the Philippines.
Philippines, Guam, Saipan, Hawaii.
Saipan. Oh, really?
everywhere.
Hawaii also?
Hawaii, everywhere.
What are their
California.
preferences?
For the Mexicans in Mexico, they like the white-legged and yellow-legged roosters crossed. They like the hatches real well, because they just, it takes a lot of hitting in that short knife, a lot of hitting in that. And in Mexico, everything I raised, everybody, different individuals win with different chickens, Like some of them will come, one guy buys 500 off of me. He thinks my hatches are the best, but he wins. But he likes the white and yellow leg, like the leaper Kelso crosses, the McLean Kelso crosses, the Penny Kelso crosses. He likes them. he can win with them a little better than he does the hatches, but but when he sells the hatches, they whoop him with the hatches.
Oh,
He can train them better than he can the hatches. But the people that I sell them to, for a real good trainer, the white and yellow leg ones, which is Leaper or McLean Kelso crosses, that's got good trainers, they do real well with them. But if you're not a very good trainer, the hatches are better for you because
Hatches.
you can get them just close to ready to fight, and they'll win fights for you.
So they're easy to train.
They're easy to train, yeah, and they're hard to kill.
Oh,
Very
game.
hard. Game, cut them in half, and they'll still crawl the roosters and get a hold of them. And,
How about your Filipino customers?
Filipino customers?
What do they like?
They buy Leapers. 90% of them buy Leapers and McLeans crossed with Leapers and McLeans or crossed with the Kelsos.
Okay. So
Everybody is in that area right there, and I really like them. Like I say, some of them like the gray Kelsos, very good. But like I don't have all that many lines of chickens. They're all got the same kind of features for breaking, smart, and get out of the way and cut good and can take it and hit back, really hit back and to be there to win a fight. So
Okay.
variety for the Philippines, I prefer Leapers and McLeans over the Kelsos or the pennies over Kelsos and stuff cross like
So
that right there.
the females should always be the Kelsos,
Yeah, I breed them both ways, no matter.
no matter.
If you breed them Kelsos over Leaper hens, McLean hens, they come little taller, little less tail. But if you breed them hatches over Kelsos, they come not as tall, but more tail. So you give or take whatever you want. And their fighting style, there's no difference.
No difference.
Yeah. Faster maturing, my hatches are more faster maturing for fighting the stags. But when you cross them with the Kelsos, they're real good. They fight a little too fast for me as young stags. But when they get mature into 2-year-olds, totally different. They hit one time, it's over.
Wow.
They time roosters real good in the air. They want to break 2 foot high, they'll break 2 foot an inch. They want to break 4 foot, 5 foot, they time in roosters. And they get out clean like that.
Now the question, this is what everybody's waiting for. How do we get in touch with you so that we can get these birds and win a lot in the Philippines?
Oh, you can get a hold of my son probably